Let me get these headphones off so I can talk to this brother, man, because I didn't really get a chance to really talk to this dude after he finished his performance. It was just, thanks LockWest, and he had to roll out. But dude,
sign some autographs.
Dude, this dude right here. But first of all, let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. LockWest.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they didn't let the ruggeds in the building.
Yeah, man. They didn't let you. Party. I don't know. The security was supposed to check you, man.
Yeah,
so,
there ain't no shakedowns, man. You know what I mean? We got in with what we needed.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. This brother came and just did his thing on Sunday. To me, by far, the best performance from Sunday night. That's why I had to have you up in here
me,
tonight.
Brother.
I'm just keeping it 100.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
I appreciate that beyond words.
No doubt,
no doubt. From one brother to the next.
So, seriously though, man. You did a great job on stage, man. You did your thing, man.
Thank you.
Tell us about your preparation, you getting yourself, just getting ready for shows such as what you did on Sunday. Like, what's your thing? Like, what push you in that vibe real quick?
Like, really, I walk around, I say it a lot to people. I mean no disrespect by it, but I try to be a professional in every sense of the word,
Indeed.
So, if I'm going to say it, I got to stand by it.
Yeah.
So, my live performance, my music, my demeanor, my position, my everything must reflect that of a professional.
Okay.
If it doesn't, then that allows me to be a target. You know what I mean? That allows me to be, the object of ridicule. I don't stand for that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you can see that.
Yeah.
You can see that. From the time that I talked to you on the phone to the time I shook your hand, being on stage, everybody saw it out of you. You know
I appreciate
what I mean?
that, brother.
The people kept coming to me. I was getting text messages. I was getting tweets. Hey, who is that dude?
You know what's crazy? I was too.
Yeah.
Or my lovely manager, Mia Michelle.
Indeed.
She was forwarding me some crazy text messages. So
Yeah.
I'm just glad that people can find an appreciation for it, man. Like, I'm humbled by it, It just gives you the eagerness to work harder and do more, what's right. That.
Right.
And I ran with the LockWest Monster. I used to always hear people say, like, every time I met him, I heard of you somewhere. Like, I heard you do this, I heard you do that, somebody told me about you. That's kind of like the legend of the Loch Ness Monster. Like, he out there, he a beast, you never seen him.
Right.
But he exists, though.
Right.
I used to get that all the time.
My phone knew you exist, because every time I type in lock, it just
come on, right?
Yeah. So I was like, man, my phone must know you though, so.
So we dub coasting, I just threw the West on it,
That's right.
There it is.
Talking about branding the name, man.
Right. How about that?
So what you got going on right now? Like, what is the project that you pushing right now?
We doing so much. I dropped 2 mixtapes so far. One of them is the Juggernaut Volume 1. The next one is No Battery Solo Power. Those 2 have done really well. I think combined they probably got about 7,000-8,000 downloads. The videos are doing well, but right now what we're doing is we're really pushing singles at a time.
Yeah.
So I got my new single coming out, Rack Man. That one is crazy. They went stupid for that the other night.
Yes, they did, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
that one is real crazy.
Yes, they did.
So that's what we're doing now. We're just lining up singles, lining up videos, lining up shows. Lining the ducks up, knocking them down.
The thing that I was really excited about your show is that you, without me even having to tell you, you understood the concept of showmanship and what we was looking for that stage.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Our mission statement is to separate ourselves from being a talent show or a showcase to really just saying that this is your concert.
Absolutely.
Every time you step your foot on that stage, you treat it as if you open it up for Jay-Z or you out there with Jay traveling, doing your thing. Just because it's in a local club don't mean that you can't, ball out on stage like you should, though.
See, that's the thing. I believe that with all my heart.
All
you
day.
know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that came out to see me, man. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, your crowd was wild.
People from my block, people I ain't seen in a long time was waiting for me to have a local show.
Yeah.
So, they came out, and, even if they weren't there, I just feel like you never get a second chance to make a first impression. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and
indeed.
So,
you have to take it when you
I
can.
do what I do based on that statement.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Indeed. So how did you feel being up there on that stage, though? You know what I mean? You representing up here with us, man.
Right.
You was up there at Spice Bar and Grill Sunday.
Right.
You gotta check out the video. It's gonna be coming out about a week. You know what I mean? This, like I said, this dude killed it though. But like, how did you feel about that show, that particular show? When you walked off.
I liked it. The energy was crazy. It was real dope. I gave it my all as usual.
Right.
But I really feel at home up there, man. There's no high like it. I don't care what kind of drugs you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's euphoria, Holmes.
Right.
For real.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Everybody say that though. Everybody say
it's like that World Series you know, 2 outs, pitcher on the mound, man.
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's the stage right there. That's you.
Right.
And if that's your element, you gotta, hey, it's who you are. Is who you are. When you embrace that moment, that defines who you are as a person.
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed.
through and through.
Indeed. I want to get into a track for you real quick, and you've already mentioned this one right here, Rackman, right?
Oh, for sure.
So I want to go ahead and get into this track, man. You heard it right here first on Urban Soul Radio. Why don't you real quick just kind of tell the people what Rackman is about, and we'll
check this out. Rackman. Take a listen and you'll find out. You know what I mean? Shout out to DJ Twitch, man.
Let's go, man. Be right back. Rackman.
Oh yeah.
This is my man, Mr. LockWest, hanging out in there.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, and you know, Sunset took it right out of my mouth when the beat came on, though, because it did have that Timberland feel, which is not bad. I love Timberland when he was coming out.
That's the greatest.
That's what I'm saying. When he hit with all the Batman beats. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Just Timberland just did his thing like that, though. But who was the one that did this track for you?
It's a dude named Hectic Boy, they call him.
LA
yeah.
guy.
So what happens is my main man, he's like my right hand man, Elliot O'Connor. He gets all these these tracks from like all over the internet from dudes who want to work with me or whatever. But it's just too much for me to deal with. So he kind of funnels them and he knows my speed or whatnot.
Right.
So you know every now and again he'll slide something to the Dropbox or whatever, like take a listen, see what you think.
Right.
That was one of those ones, but oddly enough, I sat on it for a minute because it just had to be right. You know what I mean?
So what is the oddest times that like a lyric may come to you? You might be sitting down eating a bowl of Fruit Loops or something.
I tell you one. I got up and wrote a song out of my sleep one night. It's this song I got called Heart's Emission. It's on YouTube right now. One of the craziest videos.
Yeah.
I wrote that record probably at like 3:30 in the morning with my eyes just red like crazy. You know what I mean? I woke up out of my sleep and I was just inspired. I kept hearing the beat. I heard it, and I couldn't really shake it.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it was just that time.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
So when was that time that you really felt that you had yourself that talent? You wanted to become LockWest. You wanted to make LockWest a movement and just go let the public find out and see who you are.
Well, as a kid, I always wrote poetry. I was always into writing. You know, that's what I am first and foremost before any of this. I'm a writer. I believe that. I believe I can write anything. A song, a story, a poem, a movie, a book. I can do it all. So because I wrote, you know, when you're young, man, we influenced by this hip hop stuff coming up in these urban areas.
Yeah, everybody
you feel me?
knows
So
that.
the bottom line is, you know, writing was just what I did. Sometimes, you know, I would share it with people. A few oohs and ahs, that'll change everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? That'll sit you on that'll put you on that path.
Yeah.
So
you just gotta get the right ones, though. So I said you had something.
Right, yeah, I heard that.
Hey, I want to get into another track with you, man. It's called the LockWest, the Vibe. Tell us about that, man.
Oh, that one is my highest viewed video to date, man. It's crazy. It's a real people tell me it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I loved it from the first time I heard it, and it was just another one of those things where, you know, people just flooding the inbox with tracks, and I came across that one. And you know, what you hear is what you get.
Here it is in the making. UrbanSoulRadio.fm, where we are
Redefining what you used to.
Let's get that track rolling. Urban Soul Radio.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
That's LockWest. The Vibe.
Giving us different sounds, giving us different looks.
It does give that Wiz Khalifa, you know.
You know what's crazy? I base my career on like different on like you can't pinpoint a style for me. You know what I mean? And that's like if you hear a lot of my lyrics now, like I've been doing it so long and people have been pointing it out. I've been calling myself the hybrid. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy because you know, I feel like a lot of people get targeted. They get darts thrown at them for trying something different. I just don't believe that should be the case with art. You know what I mean? And so the way I feel is that is who I am.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And if I started doing that from the beginning, you'll never be able to throw rocks at me for doing it later in my career.
Fair enough.
You know
Fair.
what I mean?
I agree 100% with you. And I say this to people all the time, my artist friends, that the beauty of being an indie artist is that you're not typecast. You can do whatever you want. And that's freedom. Art is freedom.
Right,
so
absolutely.
I agree with you.
You know, Carl Vinson, the bass player, I was talking with him one day. He told me, he said, you know, the creative mind is a fragile place. It's like it's always changing, evolving, thinking, moving. You know, it's never really necessarily settled. if that's the case, then why settle?
There you
know
go.
what I mean? The
Yep.
art is based on creation. And, you know, the creative mind is a fragile. You know, it's always moving. Why, you know, I feel like why put limits? Why put parameters?
There you
feel
go.
me?
I agree.
So let me ask you this: what's in your iPad? What's in your CD deck when you rolling down the street?
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
I love so many people, man. I love it all, dude. I love, like right now, the dude who I listen to the most is probably J. Cole.
J. Cole.
It's out of him and Kendrick. Yeah, him and Kendrick. They got my attention a lot right now.
That's right.
I love a lot of music. I love dubstep, man. I love crazy
Yes.
stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I dig that.
Yes.
That's like, I got a dubstep track.
That's right.
You know
Okay,
what
I
I
was
mean?
about to
Yeah,
ask you.
yeah,
How
it's
you
called
gonna
Fame, yeah.
you'll be stepping into these different genres.
You know,
and-
strangely enough, I already have, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Up here and high sign my whole crew. First of all, it's Concrete Faction or nothing. The LockWest Monster and his Concrete Faction is definitely in the building. That's my crew, CF. But you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my right hand man, Venezi. He go by the name of Veneziano. You can look him up. He's my engineer. He's behind everything I do. Shout to my boy Elliot O'Connor, aka El Capone. Shout to Show Nuff. Shout to Toast Dog. Shout to Crystal T. Shout to PNP. I love all y'all, man. Shout to Fofo, your boy C, everybody. I love y'all. I never high sign y'all. Without you is no me. Get that clear. You feel me?
yes, indeed, man. Just want to make sure you get home safely, man. That's all.
Right.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be real hard for me to live after today.
All that passion and conviction just now.
Indeed. Let's go ahead and get back into the mix, man. Let's go.
Yeah, that.
Mr. LockWest, and that's called Loud.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, you coming up in here giving us a whole nother different ball game when it comes to this rap game, man.
Oh, man.
So,
thank you, sir.
So right now, you know what I'm saying, real quick, let me go ahead and give a shout out to my boy DJ Ron C. What up with you, boy? My bad,
Yeah.
not sending you that number, man.
Yeah, Ron,
But
see,
you know-
he hit me like, man, I'm trying to call in.
I know, man. My bad, brother. You know, just, yeah, lots going on up in here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, also big shout out to my boy Maestro, man. This dude came here. He performed with LockWest on Sunday. Talk about a DJ that was scratching his butt off. This dude was killing it.
DJ Mike Streezy.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and get that brother up in here. So it's Mike hanging out up in here, man. So LockWest, still 138 countries, man. 138 countries is tuning in right now. How can they find you? How can they check you out?
Listen, if you ain't living under a rock, it's available. You know what I'm saying? No, everything. Facebook, the LockWest. Instagram, the LockWest. Twitter, @LockWest. It's LockWest Mania, man. We got it all. You know what I'm saying? From pillar to post.
That's right.
Yeah, my social media guru here, she's here.
Yeah.
And if I don't get that right, I might just get cracked over the head.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. so that's all those social media websites. They can just hang out with you.
YouTube,
They can
everything.
chop it up with you. You know what I'm saying? You know he's a humble dude though. You know what I mean? So just go ahead and holler at the man. You know what I mean?
Oh, I come from humble beginnings, brother.
Yes,
There's no
indeed.
need to start acting crazy now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, brother, you definitely got a fan out of us, man.
Thank you,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Listen.
You welcome here in the mix show anytime you like.
Nobody appreciates it more than me, I swear. I work so hard, man. Like, sometimes I'll never stop to smell the roses or take people's appreciation. My mama get on me a lot about that.
Right.
Because the way I work is, I appreciate it, but whether you say something positive or negative, it ain't gonna stop this train.
True.
Man.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what she's saying is a lot of times you gotta take in people's appreciation. It helps you as a human being, you know what I'm saying? So
Get that man mixtape, man.
oh yeah.
Because
do
his mama is dropping knowledge on him. I'm
that.
just
You feel me?
trying
No,
to say.
yeah. She stay doing that. Believe that.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. LockWest, man, we appreciate you hanging out
I
with us.
appreciate
tonight,
y'all,
man.
brother. Thank you, man.
Indeed. Hey, stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and get into a quick mix, man. We'll be right back to close out the show. Let's go, man.
Rack man in this BI. Whole team count stacks till they tree high. Dollar vision, y'all niggas see it like Eli. So try it, boy, my shooters will turn your block to a tree. Money on my mind, all I think about is greenbacks. Pockets swollen, so it's fuck them skinnies, boy, my jeans fat. Oreo, my circle, got him like how he achieved that. Niggas ask me why I laugh and say that's where the cream at. White bread, get at home pride. Getting paid with niggas white as your profile. It's a clean wash, so nigga. Cause race cars get played more when you broke, nigga. I say cheese cause the cheddar make it better. Gucci on the sleeves, bitches wanna fuck my sweater. One is for the money, and two is how we throw it. The faction bringing racks, and three is you already know it. I'm the rack man. Drop it low, let me